our next block. And I did check on the name, and one of my subscribers said this was called a Whirly Girl back in the day. Some of you may be too young to know that. And when she said it, I kind of remembered that. And then it's also called a pinwheel. So we're going to put it together tonight. I hope everybody's doing fine. Let's get the show on the road. Get her done. If I find my foot, I can. And of course, I still didn't clean out my machine. I've been working on my cathedral windows block, and I just hit head top. Trying to get that did before the year is out. And because I've been working on it over a year now. So I want to get it did before the year is out. These are cut to 3-inch blocks. It's going to be bigger than my other blocks, I know, but I'm going to make it fit in that quilt. I'm going to make it fit anyway. So, but I have one more block, and I got it cut out and ready to go. I did the friendship block. It's fairly an easy block, real easy. But it's also made with half square triangles. So to me, I like to use sashing between my blocks when I have blocks, because I want the blocks to make their own show. But now a lot of times the blocks will make another pattern. So with that being said, you just have to lay it out, lay everything out, and then see what you come up with, what you're happy with. But normally, if I don't like the pattern that's coming out on that, I'll just put sashing between the blocks and let them do their own thing. Let them showcase themselves. But I have a video on sashing. On my technique of doing sashing. Somebody may have a better technique. But I know I'm going to put sashing on these blocks. So, with that being said, I may refresh that video. For some newcomers, I had a young lady that joined my channel, and she said that she's wanted to quilt, but she hadn't built up her nerves. And I told her, to this day, I still get nervous about making a quilt when I start a quilt. So it's nothing wrong with being nervous, but eventually, somebody's calling me. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was my son calling me. He's a veteran from okay. He's a veteran, and he's been dealing with he was in the Air Force for 13, 14 years, I can't remember. But he's been dealing with some things, and finally, y'all, I'm so proud. I got him to go see a psychiatrist. And so I was waiting on that call, so I had to stop my video because that was important. So I'm back with you guys. But keep my son in your prayers, guys. He's got a family, and he's trying to deal with being a family man, and and he works for Apple, which is really stressful also. But he's finna resign from Apple and start his own business. So, and he's all the way in Australia, y'all. The kid is killing me. He's still killing me. He was off the war ever since he got grown. He think he too grown. And he was off the war and then he met a girl and moved to Australia. But he is finna resign from Apple, so I can't be more happy for that, because it's real stressful sometimes when you're working in corporate. Everybody thinks that, oh, I'm gonna make all this money, and just don't know what goes along with that sometimes. But just keep him in your prayers for me. I would appreciate it. And hopefully I'll get to go visit him. I hadn't been over there yet, and he wants me to come, so hopefully I'll get over there. Now that he ain't gonna be working all the time. I have a granddaughter that's 2 years old that I haven't met, and I really want to get my hands on her. I FaceTime her. She FaceTimes me all the time. I really wants to just hold her, you know? But we're going to get this blog did, and I did ask you guys, was everybody all right today? Y'all, I love the fall. I love the winter. I love snuggling with my grandkids. Under a nice quilt with some cocoa. This one has more blocks to it than the other ones. But, like I say, it's going to be bigger than 12 inches. But we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to get off of this Halloween. And I did look at some fabric yesterday, or the day before yesterday, but I really didn't make up my mind what I wanted to do on a sample of quilt. And like I say, we're gonna do that. I shouldn't have turned that block around. Now my little ghost is going the wrong way, but it don't matter. It'll still turn out okay. But I did do these at 3 inches, and on my half square triangles, I cut them down to 3 inches. I actually had them at 3.5, and I cut them down because I knew it's gonna be bigger than 12 inches. But I did my half square triangles at 4, and then I cut them down. So, with that being said, once you do your half square triangles, if you're trying to get 3.5, just do it. They always say like 3 7/8, but I just go ahead and go to 4, and most of the times I just barely have enough to cut off. So just to be on your safe side, I would just use those blocks as 4-inch blocks to make your half square triangles. I mean, go back and look at my other videos. I'm just kind of guesstimating right now off the top of my head. Because I made this block the other week a couple of weeks ago. And just now moving around, so I really don't remember. But I do remember cutting cutting the blocks down, you know, trying to get them to fit in, trying to make it as close to a 12-inch block as possible, so I wouldn't have so much to fudge in when I put the sashing on. Taking a little bit more to do this one, and then you know I'm gonna have to open up my on all these blocks I have opened up all my seam allowance. Open all that up because of the bulk. So make sure I didn't flip no blocks there. I really wasn't focusing on what I was doing. I was thinking about my child. You know, we mothers, we worry about our children. No matter how far they go, we still worry about them. But he is going to be all right. I just always keep him in God's hands. He will be all right. See, my machine is dirty. I'm gonna have to take my plate off because you see it's not trying to eat up my material tonight. Because I just brushed it out a little bit when I sat down to record. I was like, oh my God, I didn't clean that machine. It's gonna be eating up my material all night. But as you see, that's what's probably wrong with it because it hadn't acted up. It had been eating my material tonight. I hadn't did a good cleaning on it in a while, so yeah, it needs to be brushed out and everything. I always get my hair. I got a trim the other day and I'm trying to get used to it. Feels like I cut off a lot of hair, but she didn't. She actually didn't cut off as much as I wanted her to. But I guess she know what she doing. Okay, we got all our blocks on. I just gotta make sure I didn't make no boo-boo with it. And then you know I'm gonna go and open up. I hope y'all can see that. Can y'all see the block? I'm gonna go open it up, and then we're gonna put it together here. So these pieces are still connected. I'm gonna go and open this block up, the seam allowance up, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back, and we got all the seams pressed open. Got them all open. So now we're going to finish this puppy up. And then I'll go back and I'll open the other seam allowance on it. Not so bad once you press it out, press them open. You know, I haven't on this block. I haven't shortened my my stitches at all. I don't. And when I do it, open up my seam allowance, I don't always do that. I mean, some people do, but I don't. They're afraid that, it may come loose, but I don't think so. That's just my opinion now. I hadn't had one to come loose. I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, my block tried to flip on me. But that's okay. I got it. It's all right. This one. Thanksgiving is coming soon. I think I'm ready for some good desserts and some. I don't do turkey too much, but I think this year we're gonna do it. It just depends on what everybody got planned. At least this year we can spend time with our families. Without worrying about anybody getting sick. So make sure those seams are flat. You don't want them trying to turn over on you. I put my stiletto over here tonight. I didn't really do, but I don't seem to need it. I had not put it over here, I would have needed it. I do need it right here because that seam is not open all the way. Our world of quilting, right? Got it. People just don't know what we go through to make a quilt. And it's a lot of patience. A lot of patience and love goes into these quilts. Now, if somebody makes you a quilt, you should cherish that quilt. And if you make somebody a quilt and they don't cherish it, don't make them another one. See, I'm trying to flip over there. I still have my granddaughter's quilt because she was just dying for a quilt, and I made it, and then she didn't want it, I guess. But of course, every time I make somebody one in the family, she always asks us about hers. And I always tell her, I got it. That one's trying to flip on me. Let's get that seam down there. The kids, you know. I know Cookie seems to appreciate hers. And my grandson, he appreciates his. And of course, my grandson thinks every time I make a quilt, I should be making one for him. can't sing, y'all, so I ain't gonna start humming or singing because y'all be telling me, please don't do that. Now, my daughter can sing and my son can sing, the one I was talking about earlier. They can sing. My other son can sing, but he's never did it solo. They were brought up in the church and they were the choir. And I directed the youth choir, so they didn't have a choice but to be in church a lot. It's probably why they don't want to go to today. But I don't worry about it because they know how to pray. And they say if you plant that seed, it'll always be there. I was telling my son when he was talking about resigning from his job and what he had planned. I told him, I said, you'll make it as long as you put God first, honey. You will make it. He knows how to pray. Okay, we have got this puppy all done. I am done with that puppy. It was more blocks on this one, so it seems like it took a little bit longer. But, and it did. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. See how small your block gets once you sew it. I'm gonna go open those seam allowances and I'll be back. All right, here is our block. And I went and measured it also. It is a 13 by 13. So, this is the pinwheel of the whirly girl, if you want to call it that. You see how my seams are open. So it did turn out to be 13 by 13. So, but like I say, I will make it fit. And this is my friendship block. I actually, once I made it with the black, I was like, oh man, why did I do that, you know? But it's Halloween fabric, so my daughter liked it. She said, well, it's creepy, it's spooky, so, you know, it doesn't supposed to be so lively. But if I was making this for a friend, of course I'd put some cheerful colors in the star. But we're gonna make this next week. I'm gonna show you how to make this one. And hopefully by the time you see the video on making this one, I will be done put all the blocks together with some sashing. But I think I want to make a video with the sashing, showing how to do the sashing for some new subscribers that I have. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and make this one next week, and then this will be our last block. And then we'll put the sashing on. A few of them, just to do a short video on that. I'll work it out. But anyway, this is what we got going on. And we'll be through with this Halloween block. I don't know how I'm going to quilt it. I'll worry about that later. I just want to get it finished up so I can get it off. I've got to work on my daughter's quilt. She said I keep on doing other projects than working on her quilt. But anyway, if you like what you see here, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends. It would help my channel out a lot. Subscribe. I need you guys to subscribe. I have over 1 million views, and I don't even have 100 likes or whatever. Come on, it doesn't cost you anything. It would help my channel out and it keep me bringing you more videos. So, I just want to ask you to help me out on my channel, and I would really appreciate it. So I'm going to let you guys go, and by the time you see this, it'll be the weekend. I want you to have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your weekend with your family. And I know you're getting ready for Thanksgiving, so I don't know what I'll do. I gotta look at the calendar to see about a Thanksgiving video. But anyway, you all be blessed, and God bless you and your family, and be blessed. Go out and have fun this weekend. Bye-bye. And thank you for listening to me going on about my son. Thank you so much for that. And anyway, keep him in your prayers for me. God bless you all. Bye-bye.